Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing extremely well. So first of all, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed this channel till now, make sure to subscribe. This channel is going to be very helpful for you. So do subscribe this channel. Also turn on the bell icon so that you don't miss any important update or opportunity from the channel itself, and be a part of our Telegram channel as well. The link for the Telegram channel is given in the description itself. Well, as if you know that TCS interview is going on, they are still in progress, but many of the candidates are already done with their interview. So in this video, we are going to show the interview experience of one of the candidates. So she is done with her interview today itself, right? So this video is going to be very helpful for you to get the sort of understanding that what sort of questions are getting asked in the TCS, and the follow-up tip, like any strategy that you can follow, or like for particular question how you can answer. All these things we are going to discuss. Other than this, I'll be sharing some important questions as well that you can be prepared about. Like this, there can be a possibility that these questions can be asked during your interview. So that's why this video will be very helpful for you. So do watch the complete video and hit the like button if you like this video. Also share the video among your friends as well who are having their interview in upcoming days. This video will definitely help them. So any further discussion, let's start the video now. Okay, so the most important thing that was mentioned by the candidate is that be thorough with your basics. That's very, very important. First of all, let me tell you that the whole scenario that was there. So there were 3 interviewers, or you can say 3 panelists were there, right? So first of all, there will be technical interview, that is your TR round. Then there will be MR round, and then there was HR round at the end. Okay, fine. So that was the case with her. So she told that basically in the TR round, they don't have much time. As if I've already told you, they don't have much time to go through your resume, although they do have, but they don't have that much time because it's not, they have many candidates to interview. So they are going to sum up the things in as minimum time as possible. So first of all, let me tell you that how long her interview was. So it was for 45 minutes. Yes, it was for 45 minutes, guys. So for TR round, first of all, when she was introducing herself, so she mentioned about Python language. This can be any other language. So first of all, they also used to ask that in which language you are comfortable in, and these sort of questions if you are not mentioning anything in your introduction part. So in her introduction, she mentioned about Python language and C language. So these were the 2 languages that she was confident about. So she mentioned them. Fine. Then, as if she was mentioning them, these languages, so questions started from Python only. The first question was that what is a dictionary? The first question that was asked to her was what is a dictionary, and different ways to create a dictionary. So this was the first question that was asked to her. Now the next question that was asked regarding dictionary itself, but it was about the functions that you can use on dictionary. So this was the next question that was asked to her, right? Now they also asked her if she is comfortable in data structure or not. So see, they are not going to randomly ask you anything. Obviously, before moving to any topic, I have mentioned the same thing in my previous video itself. That was also an interview experience of Ankita Karn. She's already selected in TCS and currently working in TCS itself. So for that in particular interview experience also, I mentioned that before proceeding to any particular topic, they are going to ask you. For me as well, it happened that the interviewer asked me that whether you are comfortable with DBMS or like how much knowledge do you have regarding DBMS. So according to your level, you can mention that if I'm not a very good at DBMS, I can mention that I know the basics only. So that's what the thing. As a student, I know the basics only. Okay. So as a fresher, I know the basics only. So this is what also you can also mention. So the interviewer asked him, like, are you comfortable with data structure? So can we continue with that? So yeah, she was comfortable with the data structure. So they started asking from the very basic part. So that's how the interview was 45 minutes. So obviously many questions were put up. In this video, I'll be discussing a few only so that you can get a sort of idea. So the question was, this dictionary part is done, right? So the next question was regarding like What is array, or describe array? It was regarding array. Okay, then the next question was related to array itself. That was difference between array and linked list, or what was the need of linked list, or like it's like what are the limitations of array itself that leads to the you can say the use of linked list, right? So this was the next question that was asked from her. Next question was from the queue data structure. So what do you understand by basically queue, and what is the concept that it is based on? So this was the next question that was asked to her. So when I was going through his when I was going through an interview experience, I come to know that questions were basic only, but it's important that your basic should be clear. Like for these level questions, even if you are just like getting nervous, obviously nervousness is possible, but if you are giving wrong answer, or if even if like the another case possible that you are totally blank right there, so it's not a good thing. Now, so many of the students are asking me whether they are asking to write code or not. So again, when I was like basically going through it, I was talking to students who are having their interview. Like many, like interview has been started for many of the candidates, and they're already done with the interview. So some told that there was no coding question that was asked to them, whereas some other told that yes, they were asked to code something, code the problem that was given to them. So what was the level of difficulty? Simple. Is there any language specification they have mentioned? No. You can go with any programming language in which you are comfortable in, and they were asking simple questions only. So how they are basically asking? So basically what you have to do is you have to share your screen. There will be an option for sharing the screen as well. I got a comment that how we are going to share the screen. So there will be an option to share the screen. From this, you are going to share your screen, and on the notepad itself, you have to write the code. Or it's not like you have to completely write like as if you are including the header files in each and everything. It's just that simple that if you are able to just tell them the logic that you are going to use for solving a particular problem. So the question that was asked to her, that was an easy question only, according like that is what she told. So that was an easy question. Now from my side, what I would like to add is be prepared with the basic questions. Be prepared with the basic questions for the coding. Now, what are these basic questions? LCM, GCD, Armstrong, palindrome, reverse of a string, strong number. Some other basic questions are also possible. These are must to do. Okay, so be prepared with all these questions. Fine. Now, so as if she is from computer science branch, then obviously core subjects will be asked to her. Like it's not just her, for every candidate. So it's not, see, if you are from electronic branch, if you are from mechanical branch, so accordingly your core subjects questions will be put up in during the time of interview. It's not you are just totally expecting the computer science related questions will be there. No, that's not the case. They'll be asking you, first of all, they'll be asking you if you're from like non-IT branch, so they'll be asking you that, okay, what is your favorite subject, and these kind of questions. And then when you're going to mention it, they are going to put up the questions from that particular subject. Okay, so be ready. It's not if you're non-IT branch student, so the things will be sort of easy for you. Then obviously then your core subjects, they are going to put up the questions. Yeah, so we were here. Yeah, so the question that was asked to her, that was from DBMS. So the question was define normalization. Define normalization. Okay, so she gave a proper definition of the normalization along with mentioning the types as well. So you can elaborate more on the question instead of being specific, or you can add something more extra stuff. Don't be adding too much thing, but some more extra information that you can add by yourself is like firstly explain the normalization, then the type of normalization. The most important type of normalization are 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, right? BCNF. So this is what she mentioned, right? So the code part is then again another question was put up on the Python itself. That was, what do you understand by mutability and immutability? We do have this concept of like some data types are mutable, some data types are immutable. For example, if talking about tuple, so that is what? Immutable. Whereas list is mutable. We can do the modification in list, but we cannot do the modification in case of tuple. So the next question that was put up to her was that what do you understand by immutability and mutability? So that was of course from Python itself. Okay, so after asking some more questions were there regarding Python itself, but okay, as if I'm not written here, so as such I'm not able to recall all of them, but just to give you like sort of idea, you must have got by this. Then the question was project related, where I should write. Then the question was project related questions were there now. So even on that part also I get questions from the students, what if I haven't made any project? If you haven't made any project, see, I would suggest from my side that it's a must that if you have a project, then that would be great. But as if this is the end time, and even if you don't have any project, so in the rush, if you'll be making the things, then it's going to be like it's going to mess up everything. So now what you can do, if you don't have a project, then obviously they are going to ask you some more questions, so then that is also a problem. So you have to manage accordingly. But if you haven't done any project, then that's not a problem. Accordingly they'll see that what next to ask. But as if she has completed a project, so project related questions were asked, like what is the technology on which your project is based on, the complete elaboration of the project, the complete sort of idea that how it's working, how many members were there in your project, right? What was your part in that project, right? And the kind of future scope of your project. So many technology based questions that were used in the project were asked to her. So it also took time. So this was all about TR round. Now let's come to the MR round. So in MR also, so if for her MR was short of like for a small amount of time only, it was sort of a small one. So MR, she told that basically project related questions, the technology on this project is based, that was like these were the questions that were asked to her in the MR round, and then it was just completed. So the next one was HR. So in HR, she told like basic questions were asked to her, and like HR asked to describe his strength and weaknesses. So this is a very important question. Be prepared with your strengths and weaknesses, and even when you describing your weaknesses, do present them in such a manner that you are working on your weaknesses. For example, what you can mention is like I do get angry very easily. That is what even I mentioned in the weaknesses, that I do get angry very easily, but even I am working on that part. I am working on that part by doing certain exercises. I'm doing yoga and all to keep myself calm. That's what you can mention, that you have to present your weaknesses in such a way that it should look like that yes, you are working on it. Okay, so this is what she mentioned. Now again, the question was regarding relocation, night shift. One question was there that if we are allocating something else, see, everyone has their own perspective, everyone has their own interest. So just HR asked to him that if we are allocating you something different, some other technology in which you are not interested at all, so what you're gonna do? Are you going to accept it? Like these sort of questions were there. I'm just framing in my own manner. Okay, so obviously you have to say yes for it. So she also did the same, that like she said yes, obviously I'll be taking that part and I'll be working on that part. So these were some basic questions that were asked in HR, and then HR was done, and it was like if you have any question, something like at the last HR do ask if you have any question for me. So in this part also I would say that don't be blank, don't say that I don't have any question. I would suggest, even if you are saying so, then that's not a problem. Obviously it's not like you will be eliminated if you are saying so, but I would suggest to ask one or two questions so that it can show that yes, you are interested to be a part of TCS. So what I do ask about the work culture, about the company, and like how the work life balance in the company. These sort of questions I do ask when I do get question from the interviewer that regarding that any question for me kind of thing, right? So you can also ask the same thing. Okay, and other thing that was not asked to her, but I would suggest you to be prepared about. So you can expect the question from during the HR interview regarding TCS itself, that what do you know about TCS? This question is also expected during your HR interview. So it's a must that you should be having the idea about the company, because it's most probably expected from a candidate that if you are interested in joining a particular company, that at least you should be having a proper idea regarding the company, right? So you should be having idea about like what do you know about TCS. So you can mention about the achievements of the TCS, when it was founded, who is the founder and everything, who's the chairman. These sort of things you can mention. Then next thing, why do you want to join TCS? Why do you want to join TCS? Yeah, so the next question was what? This was not asked to her, but I'm telling that these are the important questions that additionally to all the questions you can prepare. That why do you want to join TCS? Then again, you have to just simply praise the company that there are lots of learning. I'll be learning lots of things, and TCS is a brand to be with, to be associated with that company will be a pleasure of mine. And accordingly, you can frame the questions. You are master in that, right? We are ingenious. We know what to write, what to frame, and all these things. We are expert in that. So you can mention the like answers for this question accordingly. So these are questions will be definitely helping you out in your HR interview. So this was sort of complete idea about the interview that was asked from her. So I hope this video was sort of helpful for you. So it would be great if we could have her here on our platform, but like nowadays the students are a little bit shy. They do share just the questions that were asked and that's it. Okay, then that's not a problem. Thank you. I'll be thanking that particular candidate for sharing the question that were asked to her. And obviously I do understand, and obviously this video will be helpful for you to get a sort of idea that what questions you can prepare and how you can answer the question accordingly, right? Obviously the interview experience will be helpful for you. Then if it is so, then make sure to hit the like button, make sure to share the video among your friends as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Keep learning, keep preparing, and again, do subscribe this channel, be a part of our Telegram channel. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.